So here we are with the Party Martyrs, a band that can go from slam dance utopia to walking down Main Street with a ratchet in your waist.
Wow, that's a good analogy.
Which is incredible. What I really like about you guys is that I don't want to say punk, because when you say punk, people kind of step away, but you kind of have that attitude. You guys play hard, but at the same time, you know how to play your instruments. You're not just a 3-chord band.
I think we just kind of grew up on punk, really.
Yeah, a variety of different punk, not just like.
But not even that, like
typical heavy punk and
like
stuff.
You guys just listen to like when I met you guys, we just listened to all the weird music that we could, right?
Yeah.
Whether it was Primus, whether it was
Zappa.
Yeah, Zappa. Whether it was like early Chili Peppers, like
from
even the Clash, like
Sandinista
and shit. It's just I don't know.
Which is a good album.
Fuck yeah,
you know, it's
the best album.
Yeah, it's
in my terms, anyways.
Yeah, because it goes everywhere.
Exactly.
And it's like a spiritual journey, and you're like, how did anybody allow this to happen?
Better than the Beatles' White Album, man.
Oh, it kicks the shit out of the Beatles. I will fight to the death. The Clash is hands down a better band than the Beatles, you know? But we're talking about you guys here. So, with that, did you guys find, with those like Zappa and kind of those musical bands, did you find that kind of influenced your musical ability, and then you kind of adapted it to fit that kind of hard-hitting, like slam dance punk music?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're just like punk rockers that want to be kind of weird.
Want to be kind of, going through lots of different genres and keeping it open to whatever, right?
Is that like versatility is everything, right? Like being able to play whatever you like, any style of music. That's awesome. Like I love bands that do that. Like they can span a wide range of genres in one song.
Well, yeah,
that's amazing.
And which you guys do. Like I'll be like out at the Bohemia show, right? Like you guys are playing and everybody's bumping into each other and getting ready to like throw down, and then you tear it back. It's like, oh. Which to me that's what punk is about, in that it got narrowed down to you got to play 3 chords and spit on your audience to be punk rock. But do you guys like find that you all go play venues and they're like, you guys are punk? What the hell is this?
We fit weird on some shows.
Yeah.
For the most part, we like all the music, so it's just like it's cool to fit anywhere. Definitely.
I think one guy said we're not a punk band, we're a good rock and roll band.
Today it's like you're like, oh yeah, you're a punk band, and they're like, no, we're actually like a greaser hardcore punk band with a little bit of hippie sidekick. And you're like, oh? Like, and everybody kind of like labels it down. Like, to me, there's 2 kinds of music: rock and roll and shit.
Right on.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, I like that. But yeah, like I don't think you could put really a label on like what we play, really, because we jump around so much. Really.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Genres are just kind of boring anyway.
Exactly.
It was more like, hey, we're gonna play music for the sake of playing music, right? Didn't really have anything.
Just doing a lot of covers.
Yeah, and we're really into like funk, really. Like
yeah.
When we first started, we liked funk.
Yeah, and then none of us could sing, so like.
So it kind of turned into
punk rock.
And then we were like, well, we know this punk rock, but let's just fucking sing punk rock over top of it.
Well, where did you guys record? Did you record it yourself?
We recorded it at our friend's shop, actually, on the way east side of Edmonton, like industrial area. But they've got a little setup going on there, and we went there for a day and jammed it all out.
Really? So this all came together in like one day?
Yeah, it was probably like maybe 5 or 6 hours of just recording.
Yeah, straight recording all day, and
we did everything.
Drinking a bunch of beer.
Day. Yeah, I think we drank more than our fair share.
But like that's really rock and roll. Like, like you guys sound like you grab it, you did it, and you don't hear about bands doing that anymore. Even bands that are kind of doing it themselves and putting it out, they're like, oh, I need more snare on these. But now you guys have, I'm sure you guys can fit on any bill, really.
For the most part.
I would. Maybe I don't see you guys opening for Shania Twain.
Oh man! I quit.
I'm out. And then the Backwater
Bash, July 29th to 31st.
And that's a little festival out by Peace River. Right?
Yeah. It's just somebody's private property, I think.
Okay, nice. So how did that come up for you guys?
I just seen it on Facebook or whatever and hopped on the bill. Miss Ellie was actually supposed to play it, and then we hopped on there.
Yeah. And now you saw it on Facebook or whatever. Like, how are you guys finding that social networking playing an aspect and getting the name out about the band?
Well, it's definitely good.
It's good, but like at the same time, like you don't know what's gonna happen. It's still still up in the air. Like you can tell people on Facebook like 1,000 times they'll come out to the show, come out. Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, it still works more personally.
I've said this countless times. It pisses me off. You know, the band makes an event. They're like, hey, I'm playing a show. Like Bohemia. That's a pretty good example. There was good show. There was maybe an audience of 30. Maybe it was under 30.
20.
Yeah, 20, and then
if that.
on the Facebook page, 64 confirmed people to go.
I know. Exactly.
It's usually about half or a quarter of the amount that are. Facebook doesn't do a lot for you.
Yeah, Facebook. That's bullshit, man.
Sometimes
it takes nothing to go. Yeah, I'm attending that. I'm attending that. Oh yeah,
if you're looking for something to do,
next
then
thing
you might look at
you're attending fucking 6 shows the same night.
Yeah.
So what am I gonna do now?
So then, what is it? Are people just lazy? They would rather play World of Warcraft instead of in the basement, or
who knows? I think maybe people find something better to do.
Yeah, or
then they come out and see a live show.
I guess.
Lots of my friends live out in Beaumont.
But maybe it's about inconvenience or whatever shit happens.
Right.
I'm not one to hold shit against people. But
but it to me, like, Edmonton's it's coming together, and we'll kind of get more into that. But for me, it seems like Edmonton's right on the fence, right? Like the bands are there, and there's the stuff. But if the audience doesn't come, then because eventually. You need to get a haircut and a real job. It's nice to have people come up to your shows and appreciate what you're doing.
There's definitely been a lot of new bands that have come out recently.
And good ones.
Like
good ones,
earlier,
good ones too. Yeah, it's definitely exploded.
Yeah, but lots of the time it's like lots of the bands and their closer friends that come out, not so much of a huge audience like you were saying.
It's friend base, not so much fan base.
Exactly, yeah.
So then
at the same time,
what needs to shift there so that
I think people just need to be more friendly.
Yeah. I guess just if you got a weekend free, why the fuck not go to a show and just see a random band you've never seen?
Yeah, that's what music's about.
Instead of going out to see your friend's band over and over, go see another band that you've never seen.
Exactly.
And it's always a good time too. Like you meet the sweetest people at all these shows, and it's just.
No, Kevin. I know that you're just kind of being tossed in this interview, and you. But now, off camera, you made a good point about Edmonton. And you were like, I don't want to say it because it sounds geeky. What is it?
It's just the population density of the city is, I think, why the scene is kind of lacking, because the venues are all spread out and the people are all spread out, like way more than any North American city is. And we have one LRT line that runs from just barely south of the river.
It seems like that's where the scene is, though. But people gotta realize that's not the only place where you can fucking play shows. Like you should be playing shows everywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere you can.
And do you guys find that there's kind of like a scene starting to build around Wonder Bar and DV8?
Oh, Wonder Bar especially, for sure.
Wonder Bar for sure.
There has been for a long time.
DV8 definitely. And
Wonder Bar is just seeming to really bloom. I don't know. Everybody's really comfortable with the people that go there, and the bartenders there, and the owners are just really nice guys.
Cool. It's
really
inviting like that though.
Yeah.
The last couple of years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally. Definitely. Yeah. Even when we first played there, they weren't the owners then, and it was good times.
But since Craig, Levi, and Chris or whatever took over, it's really
taken
off.
Definitely. Totally.
You had an epiphany. The more shows you go out to, you'll have things to talk about, and I'm sure your ability at picking up males or females will increase because you'll have things to talk about.
Out there. That's right.
Good.
Now off topic.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
And I'm not in frame.